And now, on that last layer, oh yes, now we're going to do the yellow cross. In order to get the yellow cross, you have to start with these things in a certain position. So whenever you have an angle, it needs to start like this. So you're looking at this face, but basically you're starting with this like that. That's the look, and that's like step one of the cross process. So it can, if it already has 3 yellows across here, you still want to do it like this horizontally. It doesn't always have that, but basically the first step is to try to get a yellow cross on the top. So let's start off with making that happen. And the yellow cross on the back of my little scratch paper is to switch centers. Oh, that's it. I've jumped the gun on that one. I got to get back to the yellow cross. Okay, yellow cross is F, or face, clockwise, right clockwise, upper clockwise, right counterclockwise, upper counterclockwise, and face counterclockwise. So you're kind of doing 3 to the clockwise direction and then 3 to the counterclockwise direction. And it's kind of a different order of it. So basically I'm going to take the face and I'm going to spin it once clockwise, and then I'm going to take the right side and spin it once clockwise, and then I'm going to take the upper side, spin it once clockwise, and then I'm going to spin the right side counterclockwise, and then the upper side counterclockwise, and then the face is going to be counterclockwise. And then it doesn't work with just one attempt. You've got to do it 2 times. I believe that was the key. 2 to 4 times to get that right. Let's just try it again, see what happens. So now we got these 3 here. So that's step 1, and then we repeat that same action until it's all correct. So now we're going to go face clockwise, right clockwise, upper clockwise, right counterclockwise, upper counterclockwise, and face counterclockwise. And now we have a cross. And now we can look to see how many of them line up correctly. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So here we got the orange is matching and the reds are matching, but the blue and the green are on opposite sides. So there's an algorithm to reposition those things as well. And that is to switch centers. You go switching centers. So then it is right clockwise, up clockwise, right counterclockwise, up clockwise, right clockwise. The upper is a 2 times spin, 1, 2, and the right is counterclockwise and the up is right once. And now we have all yellows up here, but maybe not oriented correctly. Let's see where we're at. And we have the cross, but things are just not where they're supposed to be. So now we got blue and orange is correct, but red and green need to switch. So when you need to switch two corners, you put one of the corners facing you and use this algorithm to move this one and this one around. Also, this one's not in the right spot, but let's see how that works out. Maybe orientation. Okay, let me pause on that. Okay, I'm going to attempt to switch centers to see if this works. So we're going to go right, upper, right counterclockwise, upper clockwise, right clockwise, upper 1, 2, right counterclockwise, and up is clockwise. Now we got orange, green, red, and blue. So the cross is now correct after doing that algorithm one more time, and we weren't worried about the corners yet. What we're more worried about was getting the cross in its proper positioning. And now all the yellows are up top, but they're not oriented correctly. See, the yellow's on top up here, but it's not in the right spot. So what you're supposed to do now is find one that's correct. Let's see if there is one. So there's that one's correct, the blue and the orange. So we're supposed to put that correct one on the right top and then work from there to correct everything else. Right front, yellow corners, place correct corner on right front. And then we follow this next algorithm. I already have I don't quite have them all in the right spot, but oh, yeah. Okay, that one right there, that's yellow, blue, and red is in the correct corner. And it's not oriented correctly, but it's in the correct corner. So we'll put that on the right front. And then we use this one, which is we're going to put upper to the right, right to the right, upper to the left, or counterclockwise with the left side, clockwise with the up, counterclockwise with the right, counterclockwise with the up, clockwise with the left. Now we got red, blue, orange, and green. That's what we need to have there. And then we got still red, blue, and then we got green, red, yellow, green, red, yellow, so that's correct. Orange, blue, and green, orange, yellow. So those are all correct positionings as far as where they're at, but the square is turned wrong. You have to correct that now. So, do we have one that's correct yet? No.